Harley Davidson dealerships are in trouble. These three-wheeled machines were supposed to fly off the lot, but instead, they're collecting dust. And now, dealers are slashing prices, throwing in massive discounts, and practically giving them away just to clear space. From overpriced luxury models to trikes that just missed the mark, we're counting down 7 three-wheelers that dealers are desperate to get rid of. And trust me, by the time we get to number 1, you won't believe how much money you could save. Number 7. Harley Davidson Freewheeler. Harley Davidson introduced the Freewheeler as a more accessible three-wheeled option for riders who wanted the stability of a trike without the bulk and high cost of full-dress touring models. The idea was simple: strip away unnecessary weight, give it a no-nonsense design, and make it a more affordable alternative. Unfortunately, that plan backfired, and now dealerships are practically giving them away with massive discounts just to get them off their showroom floors. At first glance, the Freewheeler seems like a solid option. It features a Milwaukee 8 1149 cubic centimeter engine, producing plenty of low-end torque for easy cruising. It has a compact frame compared to other trikes in Harley Davidson's lineup, and its stripped-down look gives it a clean, muscular stance. But despite these positives, the Freewheeler has struggled to find a loyal audience, and the reasons for this are clear. One of the biggest issues is that the Freewheeler lacks essential touring features, making it an awkward choice for long-distance riders. Unlike the Tri-Glide Ultra, which comes loaded with full fairings, infotainment systems, and large storage compartments, the Freewheeler keeps things bare bones. This means no built-in navigation, no premium audio system, and no additional wind protection. Riders who want to go on cross-country trips are often disappointed by the lack of amenities, leaving them to either spend extra money on aftermarket upgrades or opt for a better-equipped trike from the start. Another major problem is the price. With a starting price of $29,999, the Freewheeler sits dangerously close to more feature-rich models. Most riders willing to spend $30,000 on a trike will simply stretch their budget a little further and get the Tri-Glide Ultra, which offers significantly better touring capabilities and resale value. This pricing issue has made it difficult for dealers to convince customers that the Freewheeler is worth the investment. The lack of a front fairing is another deal breaker for many riders. While some appreciate the minimalist look, the absence of wind protection makes highway cruising uncomfortable, especially at high speeds. Long-haul riders often complain about excessive wind fatigue, forcing them to purchase aftermarket fairings or windshield upgrades, an added expense that pushes the total cost even higher. Because of these factors, dealerships are struggling to move Freewheelers off their lots. To clear out inventory, many dealers have slashed prices by several $1,000s, offering huge discounts that make these trikes much more appealing to buyers. Some showrooms are bundling in free accessories like windshields, luggage racks, and even extended warranties just to sweeten the deal. Others are offering zero-interest financing, hoping to attract buyers who may be on the fence. If you have ever wanted to own a Harley Davidson trike but found them too expensive, now might be the best time to strike a deal on a Freewheeler. With dealerships desperate to offload these models, buyers can negotiate some of the steepest discounts in years. But if you thought the Freewheeler's struggle to find a market was bad, wait until you see the next bike on our list, a premium-priced machine that failed to justify its luxury tag. Number 6. Harley Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. For the number 6 on the list, we have an absolute icon in Harley's trike lineup, the Harley Davidson Tri-Glide Ultra. Built for long-haul touring with maximum comfort, storage, and rider-focused technology, this trike is the ultimate choice for riders who want to go the distance in style. The Milwaukee 8 114 engine delivers 119 pound-feet of torque, giving this trike all the power it needs for highway cruising, steep inclines, and fully loaded touring. Whether you're riding solo or with a passenger, it pulls effortlessly, offering smooth throttle response and a commanding feel on the road. The Batwing fairing is designed for aerodynamics, deflecting wind away from the rider to reduce fatigue on long rides. Behind the fairing, the Boom Box GTS infotainment system features a 6.5-inch touchscreen, navigation, Bluetooth connectivity, and voice controls, keeping you connected without taking your hands off the handlebars. The seat is built for long-distance comfort, with deep cushioning, a supportive backrest, and a wide passenger seat with armrests. Full floorboards and adjustable rear suspension keep the ride smooth, absorbing bumps and road imperfections to keep you comfortable for hours. Storage is where the Tri-Glide Ultra truly shines. With 6.8 cubic feet of storage space, it offers both a spacious rear trunk and a top-mounted tour pack luggage carrier. Whether you're packing for a weekend getaway or a full cross-country tour, there's plenty of secure space for all your gear. Harley's Reflex defensive rider systems come standard, adding cornering-enhanced ABS, traction control, and electronic braking to give you maximum confidence and control in all riding conditions. Starting at $36,999, the Tri-Glide Ultra is positioned as a top-tier touring trike built for riders who want luxury, comfort, and the best in Harley Davidson engineering. If you think the Tri-Glide Ultra is the peak of touring comfort, just wait until you see the next bike, a fully customizable Softail trike conversion that lets you build the perfect three-wheeler for your riding style. Number 5. Harley Davidson Switchback Trike. While the two-wheeled version of this bike was well-liked for its versatility and detachable saddlebags, the trike conversion stripped away much of what made it special. Now, dealers are struggling to move these models, and the discounts being offered are massive. One of the biggest reasons why the Switchback trike is failing is because it was never designed to be a three-wheeler in the first place. Unlike factory-built trikes that are engineered from the ground up for three wheels, the Switchback was originally intended as a standard cruiser. That means when it is converted into a trike, it loses much of its natural balance, making the ride feel unnatural. Many riders report that the handling is unpredictable, especially at high speeds or while cornering. This makes it difficult to trust the trike's stability, which is a huge red flag for anyone considering a long-distance touring machine. The lightweight frame, which was an asset in its original two-wheeled form, becomes a liability when converted into a trike. Instead of feeling solid and planted, the Switchback trike has a tendency to feel unstable on the road. Riders who expect the firm grip and smooth control of a purpose-built trike are often disappointed by how this model handles. This lack of confidence on the road is a deal-breaker for many potential buyers, especially those who are looking for a trike for comfort and security. Another major issue is that Harley Davidson discontinued the Switchback a few years ago, making parts and service harder to find. Unlike factory trikes that come with full dealership support, many Switchback trike conversions rely on aftermarket components that may not be readily available. This creates additional headaches for owners who need repairs or maintenance. Many riders prefer to purchase a trike that they can take to any dealership for service rather than hunting down hard-to-find parts or dealing with third-party mechanics. Price is yet another factor that makes the Switchback trike a tough sell. A base model Switchback could be found for around $13,000 to $15,000 when it was still in production. However, adding a trike conversion kit often pushes the price past $30,000. That puts it in the same range as a factory-built Freewheeler or Tri-Glide Ultra, both of which offer far superior handling, stability, and overall ride quality. Given the choice, most buyers would rather pay for a fully engineered factory trike rather than gamble on a conversion that may not perform as well. Because of these issues, dealerships are struggling to sell the Switchback trike and are offering deep discounts just to clear out inventory. Some are cutting prices by several $1,000s, while others are throwing in free accessories like luggage racks, upgraded seats, and even extended warranties to sweeten the deal. Despite these offers, many riders remain hesitant, knowing that a factory trike is a better investment in the long run. If you think a poorly balanced trike is a bad investment, wait until you see the next bike on this list. A converted Harley that costs as much as a factory-built trike but lacks factory support. Number 4. Harley Davidson Dyna trike conversion. When the Dyna lineup was discontinued, many riders refused to let it die. Instead, they turned to aftermarket conversion kits to transform their beloved two-wheelers into three-wheeled machines. The idea was simple. Take the agility and raw power of the Dyna series and add the stability of a trike. But in reality, this experiment has backfired, leaving dealerships struggling to sell these custom-built machines. One of the biggest problems with these trike conversions is the price. A used Dyna motorcycle alone can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. depending on the model and condition. But adding a trike conversion kit skyrockets the price by an additional $12,000 to $20,000. That means some of these three-wheelers are selling for well over $30,000, putting them in direct competition with factory-built trikes like the Freewheeler and the Tri-Glide Ultra. And when given the choice, most buyers would rather spend that money on a Harley Davidson that was engineered from the ground up to be a three-wheeler rather than a conversion that may not handle properly. Another major issue is handling. The Dyna frame was designed for 2 wheels, not 3. When converted, it lacks the fine-tuned suspension and weight distribution of factory trikes, leading to a rougher ride, less stability, and unpredictable cornering behavior. Riders often report that the steering feels unnatural, especially at highway speeds or when maneuvering tight turns. Unlike purpose-built trikes, which are balanced with optimized suspension, these conversions can feel awkward and difficult to control. And then there is the lack of factory support. Since the Dyna lineup is no longer in production, replacement parts are getting harder to find. This creates a nightmare for riders who need service or repairs. While Harley Davidson dealerships will gladly work on factory-built trikes, many are hesitant to deal with aftermarket conversions. This means owners often have to track down independent mechanics or custom shops to maintain their trikes, adding further inconvenience. Because these conversions are such a hard sell, dealerships are being forced to offer huge trade-in incentives, deep price cuts, and even free accessories just to clear them out. Some buyers have been able to save thousands of dollars off the sticker price, while others are getting extended warranties, luggage racks, or even upgraded seats included for free. But even with these aggressive discounts, many Dyna trikes are still sitting unsold on dealership floors for months. At the end of the day, the Dyna trike conversion is stuck in a difficult position. It is too expensive for budget-conscious buyers, too unpredictable for riders looking for a smooth trike experience, and too niche to appeal to a mainstream audience. The result? A three-wheeler that nobody wants and that dealerships are desperate to unload. But if you thought this was bad, wait until you see the next bike on the list. A trike that tried to mix touring with cruiser agility and ended up pleasing no one. Number 3. Harley Davidson Ultra Classic Trike. Unlike factory-built trikes, which are designed from the ground up for 3 wheels, this conversion is an aftermarket modification that creates more problems than solutions. As a result, dealerships are struggling to sell these trikes, offering massive price cuts and even throwing in free gear just to get them off their showroom floors. The biggest issue with the Ultra Classic Trike is its weight. With a curb weight exceeding 1,100 pounds, it is one of the heaviest three-wheelers Harley Davidson has ever seen. This makes low-speed handling a serious challenge, especially for riders who are new to three-wheel motorcycles. While the extra weight adds stability on highways, it becomes a major burden in city riding and parking situations, particularly for older or smaller riders who might struggle to maneuver it. Another major flaw is that many conversion kits lack proper weight distribution and suspension tuning, leading to unbalanced handling. Factory-built trikes like the Tri-Glide Ultra or the Road Glide 3 are engineered specifically for 3 wheels, ensuring they feel stable in turns and smooth over bumps. But when a motorcycle is retroactively turned into a trike, it does not have the same engineering precision, which can result in a rough and unpredictable ride. Some riders complain that it feels too stiff in corners, or that the rear wheels do not track properly, making it harder to control than a traditional two-wheeler. Perhaps one of the biggest drawbacks of this conversion is the lack of a reverse gear on certain models. While factory trikes come equipped with an electronic reverse system, many conversion kits do not include this feature, making it nearly impossible to back up without manually pushing the trike. This is a major inconvenience for a vehicle that already weighs over 1,100 pounds, as trying to move it around in tight spaces without a reverse function can be a frustrating experience. Finally, the pricing is a deal breaker. A base model Ultra Classic already starts at $24,999, but when you add a trike conversion kit, the total price easily exceeds $40,000. At this price point, most buyers would rather purchase a factory-built Tri-Glide Ultra, which offers better handling, a factory warranty, and a smoother ride. This means that the Ultra Classic trike conversion is constantly overlooked in favor of Harley's factory trikes, leading to slow sales, and an increasing number of these conversions sitting in showrooms. Because of all these issues, dealerships are slashing prices to clear out inventory. Some sellers have dropped the price by thousands of dollars, while others are throwing in extended warranties, free upgrades, and additional accessories like luggage racks and upgraded seats just to make the deal more attractive. In some cases, dealerships are even offering trade-in bonuses, allowing riders to swap their older motorcycles for a converted trike at a heavily reduced cost. Despite all these incentives, these trikes still struggle to find buyers. Most riders who want a trike prefer a factory-built model, while those who love two-wheeled riding do not see the appeal of a conversion. This leaves the ultra-classic trike stuck in a strange middle ground, making it one of the hardest Harley Davidson motorcycles to sell. If you think this trike was a tough sell, just wait until you see the next one. A three-wheeler that was meant to be the ultimate luxury machine but turned out to be too much for most riders. Number 2. Harley Davidson Softail Convertible Trike. This model was meant to offer the best of both worlds, a blend of cruiser comfort and touring stability, but in reality it fails to satisfy either group. Now dealerships are struggling to sell these converted trike, resorting to major price cuts and free add-ons just to clear space for newer models. At first glance, the idea behind this trike seemed promising. The Softail platform has always been a favorite among riders looking for a classic Harley feel with a more refined ride. The problem? It was never designed to be a three-wheeler. Unlike factory-built trikes like the Tri-Glide or Road Glide 3, the Softail trike relies on an aftermarket conversion kit, which completely changes the bike's geometry, weight distribution, and handling characteristics. One of the biggest issues is stability. The Softail's frame was engineered for a two-wheeled motorcycle, meaning its suspension and weight balance were never intended to support a trike setup. Riders have reported that the Softail trike feels unsteady at high speeds, especially on highways where crosswinds or sudden lane changes can make handling unpredictable. Even at low speeds, the bike's awkward weight distribution makes tight turns more difficult compared to factory-built trikes, which have optimized suspension and chassis adjustments to accommodate the extra wheel. Another major drawback is inconsistency in ride quality. Because this is a third-party conversion, there is no standard setup. Some versions have independent rear suspension, while others use solid axle designs. This means two Softail trike conversions might feel completely different depending on the conversion kit used. Unfortunately, many of these setups do not match the smooth, controlled ride of Harley's factory trikes, which were engineered from the ground up to be three-wheelers. Then there's the cost problem. A stock Softail model starts at around $14,399, but adding a trike conversion kit will set buyers back an additional $12,000 to $18,000. When factoring in installation costs, accessories, and potential upgrades, the total price can easily climb past $30,000, putting it in direct competition with the Freewheeler or Tri-Glide Ultra, both of which come with factory engineering, better resale value, and dealership-backed warranties. This high price tag, combined with the lack of factory support, has made the Softail convertible trike a tough sell. Unlike standard Harley models, this conversion isn't officially backed by the company, meaning that finding replacement parts or service technicians can be a challenge. Buyers who want a reliable, long-term touring trike are less likely to gamble on a custom conversion when they could get a brand new factory-built model for the same price or even less. Harley Davidson dealerships are desperate to move these trikes, and they've resorted to drastic price cuts to do it. Some are offering thousands of dollars in trade-in bonuses, others are bundling in free accessories like luggage racks, windshields, and upgraded seats to sweeten the deal. There are even reports of dealers slashing interest rates or offering zero down payment financing options just to convince buyers to take these conversions off their hands. The Softail convertible trike seemed like a great idea on paper, but in reality it falls short of expectations. It is too expensive, too unpredictable, and too complicated for most riders, making it a nightmare for dealerships trying to clear out inventory. And finally, we've reached the #1 three-wheeler that dealers are practically begging people to take off their hands. If you thought the Softail trike was tough to sell, wait until you hear about this one. But before we go to the next bike, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you liked this video, and let us know what you think in the comments below. Number 1. Harley Davidson Road Glide 3. Harley Davidson positioned it as a premium touring trike designed for riders who wanted the best of both worlds, but instead of dominating the roads, it is sitting in dealerships collecting dust. Now dealers are desperate to move inventory and are offering massive discounts to get them off the showroom floor. At first glance, the Road Glide 3 checks all the right boxes. It features Harley's Milwaukee 8 114 engine, delivering a solid amount of power for highway cruising. It has a bold, aggressive look with the iconic shark nose fairing, providing better wind protection than most trikes. And with premium touring comfort, it seems like the perfect fit for riders looking to transition from 2 wheels to 3. So why is this trike struggling so much? One of the biggest problems is the weight. At 1,286 pounds, this trike is a behemoth. While 3-wheelers are already heavier than traditional motorcycles, this one is particularly cumbersome, making low-speed maneuvers a challenge. Many riders who switch to a trike expect added stability, but they do not expect to wrestle with this much bulk in parking lots or at stoplights. It is intimidating for new trike riders and not exactly the most nimble machine on the market. Then there is the price problem. With a starting price of $32,999, the Road Glide 3 sights in a premium category, yet it lacks the high-end features that buyers expect at this price point. Unlike some of Harley's fully loaded touring trikes, this one does not come with an infotainment system as standard. That means no navigation, no upgraded audio system, and fewer tech conveniences than you would find on other models in the same price range. For the money, most buyers expect more, and the competition offers better-equipped alternatives. Another major issue? Market saturation. The world of Harley-Davidson trikes is already dominated by models like the Tri-Glide Ultra, which has a loyal customer base and a reputation for being a true long-distance touring machine. Riders looking for a trike already gravitate toward established options, and the Road Glide 3 simply has not carved out a strong identity. It tries to fill a niche that does not really exist, and that is a tough sell in an already crowded market. So what are dealers doing to fix this problem? They are slashing prices by thousands of dollars just to clear out inventory. Some dealers are offering huge incentives, including free luggage racks, extended warranties, and bonus accessories, just to entice buyers to take these trikes off their hands. Others are cutting financing deals with zero-interest promotions, hoping to make the Road Glide 3 more appealing to hesitant riders. The reality is that Harley-Davidson dealerships do not want these trikes sitting in their showrooms any longer than necessary, and that means huge discounts for anyone willing to buy one. This trike had all the ingredients for success: a legendary fairing, a powerful engine, and premium touring comfort. But it just did not take off. If you have been considering a trike, now might be the best time to take advantage of these massive dealership discounts. What do you think about the Road Glide 3? Would you consider buying one at a steep discount, or is this trike simply not worth the price? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.